folk feel about all these little rifts. Anthony says they're the next big money-making opportunity.
Let me guess. Gun keeps jamming, armor don't quite fit snug as you like? Thought these old factories caught a... Tell me what you need, and I'll do my ample best to supply. I'm sure...
Can't you see I'm busy trying to look busy? Stop blaming the wind.
Guns are weapons, not... Sorry, time is bits.
Guns down.
Or
We forgot about downrange.
Yes. Test it somewhere else.
Trainee Lindell,
Guns are weapons.
colleagues are they're accustomed to being... There's just one problem. You do have a certain confidence about attention.
You have something to say to us? Wait, I know this one. Low
overhead and competitive prices.
Consider your fellow troopers as siblings in arms.
All right. Do seem to recall a discussion like that now that you mention it.
Yes, and a corporate now. Well, it appears your words have had their intended effect. Please, accept this revolver with...
Nicely done.
If you're not a go-getter, then go away.
Do I look approachable? Because I'm not.
Take the pressure off with anti-physical. Bottled under more than 3 atmospheres of pressure.
You're blocking bullet practice.
Take whatever business you're running elsewhere.
Hello again. You get that inventory issue sorted? Well, that's a bit alarming.
Let me guess. Gun keeps jamming, armor don't quite fit snug as you like. State your division. Thought these old as tell me what you need, and I'll do my ample best to supply you. Good eye. If things had turned out differently, it might be someone else standing here. Don't have the aptitude for flight, apparently. But this role suits me fine. I like the upward mobility, in the metaphorical business sense. What? She'll start bleeding fuel. She looks all right. Nah. Mechanics must have already gotten to the issue. Wonder if that's why Artley was here the other day.
Hello again. You get that inventory issue sorted? How grand. That officially mops up the last of the mess. And while this... Just keep watching...
When might I begin laboring for Auntie? I so eagerly want to contribute to the corporate whole.
Pull your thrust. A little gumption goes a long way in this town. Don't make us look bad.
I do not intend to offend. Please report me to mental refreshment at once.
Only refreshment around here has got anti-fizzo on the bottle. Really takes the edge off.
protect her, idiot. Why be bothered? Sure as shit. He's gonna...
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to protect.
your command. No, wait. I don't need refreshment. Hello. How are you, El? Are you doing tonight? I'm spectacular according to Regulation 1, 2. Loyal subject. Loyal subject. Loyal subject. Loyal subject. La la. No, wait. No, wait. I don't need refreshment. I'm so refreshed. Yep. Loyal. No, wait. I don't need refreshment. I'm so refreshed. Yep, that's me. Fresh like really refreshed. No. Loyal subject. Loyal subject. La la. subject. Loyal sub... Hello. How are you, well? Are you doing tonight? I'm spectacular according to... No, it was my backal lobe. Backal. Only the most... No, you're not an actual part of my brain. Ha! What I need is... I'm just, that sounds correct. No, wait. I don't need refreshment. I'm so refreshed. Yep, that's me. Fresh like a really refreshed guy. No, wait. Loyal subject, la la la.
Nature made apples, but Auntie Fizzles made them better. With Auntie Cleo's patented...
I'm trying not to fret. About these rifts so much. Maybe they ain't so long. You ever ponder if they take you someplace better?
Take you someplace better.
Hello. You must be a new, co-worker. No. My mistake. You're obviously just passing through.
Salubrious effluent in and around the Automatic Repair Center. Surely this experiment will one day yield helpful results. And now this.
some.
Let me know when you need a stretch.
Explosion imminent. Where your stuff?
Back in my sight.
Personal audio log, Sergeant Bornsworth. We've been deployed to deal with a new living weapon fielded by Auntie's forces. The previous squad was unprepared for this threat and was consequently torn asunder. Command's intel could never be so lacking as to allow this to occur. So why? They were lulling Auntie's choice into a false sense of security before launching counteroffensive teams. This will undoubtedly save far more lives than it cost. Another stroke of genius from Command. Praise the matriarch. Sergeant Bornsworth, signing off.
Let's rock! Give the order!
Commander, you're bleeding!
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
does nature know? Auntie knows best. Choose Auntie's choice. Okay, back to business. Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
You've returned. I take it matters are progressing well? Ah, well, then here are your rewards, per earlier terms discussed. I trust you'll find it all useful. Return with the remaining 5 volumes to complete the set, and I shall provide you the rarest rarities available to me. Greetings. Something new to report? Return with the remaining 5 volumes.
Blah, blah. Taking care of citizens is developing possible culture. Come on, get yourself. That subject laughed after the first time I tried talking to him.
You've returned. I take it matters are progressing well? Oh, allow me. They all look to be no less... I must say, This exchange of goods and services has been quite satisfying. Yes? I do believe our business is concluded. But may the Sovereign's bounty follow.
Commander, the nav key coordinates supplied by the presiding bishop of the Order have been verified. Landing in Golden Ridge is now possible. Additionally, we are also able to land in Free Market Station due to the astrogator's progress with the updates necessitated by its rebuild. Golden Ridge is located on Dorado. It is home to the Alexandra Monastery and Matriarch's Mercy, as well as previously being a center for mining Zeranium. The Protectorate abandoned it soon after the invasion, leaving Auntie's Choice and the Order of the Ascendant to fight for control of the area and its resources. Free Market Station is an independent marketplace, the only one in the system. It is called such as it was built out of a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter by that name. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. As the rebuilding process progresses, old nav keys may be unlocked. Unfortunately, most of them are likely not recoverable.
Got Inez moved into Helen's old quarters. I figure, if anyone's unlikely to be vexed by finding fossilized purpleberry crunch in their mattress, it's an Auntie's Choice trooper. You think Helen would approve of us taking on a product pusher? Heard and acknowledged, Commander. It was less merger and more hostile takeover. I don't have all the details, but it sounds like Spacer's Choice tried to outmaneuver Auntie Cleo through quasi-legal means and got a hell of a lot more than they bargained for. And now her new brand's been turned into an invasion force bent on conquering the entire system. Funny how life works out. Oh yeah? What's needling you? Shit. Knew I was forgetting something. Well, if this ain't mortifying as law. I had some trouble adjusting in the years after Horizon Point. I was in pain more times than I wasn't. Had trouble sleeping. The drinks helped. Until they didn't. I will. Just so long as you promise not to take notes or nothing. I'm not some patient or specimen, Commander. Just so we're clear. For those first few years, every time I laid down and closed my eyes, I went back there. To Horizon Point. I'd swear I could feel the explosion again, the heat coming at me. I'd wake suddenly in the middle of the night, startling at nothing. Sweating like I'd run a race. Sometimes Zeb said, anyway, that was the past. I'm good now. I found other ways to cope. Healthier ones. Those are some nice vintages. Or will be, someday. Could even turn into collector's items, depending on how things shake out in Arcadia. Be a crying shame to just... Honestly, I'd forgotten I even stashed them in that safe until you mentioned it. I just wanted them somewhere out of sight, so I didn't lean on a bad habit. I'm sleeping. It's not always restful. But at least it ain't like it was during those first few years after the station. I'll keep that in mind next time I'm fighting my sheets. When I'm not out there heroically saving the colony, I like to tinker around the ship or work on Val. I exercise. Been considering taking up cross-stitch. What do you think? That was a joke, but always appreciate a vote of confidence. Was there anything else you needed, Commander? Fair point. Guess Horizon Point didn't exactly foster a lasting fellowship, did it? All jesting aside, what's there to tell? Spent the first year getting back up on my feet, literally. Before the invasion, at least, the Earth Directorate still needed someone to watch the colony, and I had 2 working lamps. Not always. Went a couple of stretches there on low power to avoid detection from Protectorate patrols. I usually shut her down for a few cycles then. The way you're gawping at me right now makes me think I answered that question wrong. I appreciate the concern. Won't lie, had some hard years. Got caught up in a few lost causes, the particulars of which I'd rather not go into now, if it's all the same. No point jawing about history when our ex-agent friend is out there doing her damnedest to ruin the future. I found you. Oh, and Val's been stalling less since I patched her acclimator. Ship doesn't smell anymore. That's about it. Only wish I'd known you were out there. I'd have come sooner. Guess that's one more thing we can thank our good pal DeVries for next time we lay lamps. Speaking of, we should probably get back to it. Spratwurst. Be pretty horrifying if I wasn't. I was trying to teach myself some new skills in the galley. Val got it into her hardware. I needed a hobby. I figured Spratwurst ain't an easy meal to mess up. Well, I learned about 20 ways how not to fix a worst. I could ask you the same thing. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I'd gone back to my old life instead of becoming an agent. Stayed on trial. I knew joining up with the Earth Director wasn't going to be a life of low turbulence, but at least it'd have dignity and purpose to it. Could have maybe done with a smidge less excitement back on Horizon Point. But back to your initial question, do I regret becoming an agent? Yeah, some days. But then there's days like the one when I found you. And only thing I know for sure is my opinion today is colored by more than just the rosy tint of a low-run kid looking up at the stars. Life's not fair, but it keeps on. You buttering me up for a favor? I'll tell you right now, I'm not taking extra shifts cleaning the head. Well then, thanks. Just hope that good opinion of me holds. I've got time. Like most colonies, good people being ground down from above. A lot of fancy talk from suits about streamlining and quarterly earnings while them on the line barely scrape. Triangulum's known for churning out freighters, and shipbuilding ain't exactly known for being clean, safe work neither. Can't remember a time I didn't end the day all banged up, filthy, and smelling like I just crawled out of an exhaust port. It was hard work, sure. But there was something special about seeing one of them long haulers fire up her engines for the first time. And funny thing was, I wasn't even an engineer back then. But I wanted to learn, so I paid attention. Too good of attention, as it turned out. I was working late one evening and overheard something I shouldn't have. Some bigwigs exchanging inside information that would have cost the corporation a pretty bit. A day later, I was being accused of corporate espionage. Didn't want to bring any heat down on anyone else, so I went on the run before the first jackboot showed up at my door. I was on the run for, I don't even know how long. The days sort of bled into one another. I started losing hope of things ever change. Then, the Earth Directorate showed up. They liberated Triangulum, pulling me and the rest of the colony out from under the corporate boot. Joining up after that just made sense. She was one of the forward agents who went ahead to assess just how bad Triangulum had gotten. She was no nonsense. I thought her one of the smartest people I'd ever met. And while she could also be cutting, I felt like I only caught her edge when I deserved it. I liked her. And for some reason, she seemed to take a shine to me. But she wasn't around long. By the time I officially joined up, she'd already moved on to the next mission. Sure was. Kept hoping I might run into her during training. But now I know she was busy turning her coat here in Arcadia. My folks shuffled off the motor coil when I was little. Assembly line accident. Got passed between some distant relations for a few years. They tried their best. Weren't cruel or nothing, but life on Triangulum was tough. And they had their own families to worry about, you know? I didn't like feeling like I was adding to their burden, so I struck out on my own just as soon as I could. And well, you know how that turned out. Yeah. Thoughts crossed my mind over the years. Especially when it was just me and Val. No point missing something you're never getting back, though. That's either hope or foolishness, Commander, and I can't tell which. Even if we survive the rift, 10 years is a long time to be gone. No word. They probably figure I'm dead. But void it all. Now you got me thinking about it. How about this? We ever make it out of this system, I'll take you back to Triangulum, make the introductions myself. Deal? Oh yeah. They're gonna get a real charge out of you. I've got time.
When I first joined up with you, I figured Milver Street and Carr knew you'd do a good turn for our folk eventually. Thought if I tagged along, it'd be good for my resume or some such. And it seems all of us were right. That relay ain't a threat anymore. But one thing I couldn't quite figure out all this time is what you were getting out of helping us. You're likely right, though I fear it'll only entrench the Protectorate in their hatred for us. Never mind that we came only with good intent. What about you? Things slid into focus for me mighty quick once we got to the relay. You were busy hunting down a fellow agent. And I thought you folk were about duty and camaraderie above all. Were you one of Auntie's? I tell you just to shake the ladder hard while your traitor is climbing up, and enjoy the show when she tumbles down. What recourse do you actually have? So you're out here without a boss, huh? Might not be so bad, though I'm curious if they'd even see justice done to your traitor. You agents are untouchable. Ain't had many dealings with the Earth Directorate. You and Ibarra are the first agents I ever met, in fact. As for Ibarra, verdict's still out. He insults Auntie's choice a mite too much for my liking. But that's the Earth Directorate's company policy, ain't it? No, Look, I'm sorry. I ain't intending to get into any grievances here. Let's just say I'm a little dubious about the whole keeping corporations and corrupt. Ain't seen evidence of it yet. But maybe you're liable to prove me wrong. Anyhow, reckon we should keep moving. Oh, I see. You're here to gossip. All right, let's hear it. Who do you want to talk about? Seems friendly enough, if a mite guarded and a little thick-headed in his view of Auntie's choice. Regardless, I can assure you I'll treat him with the same respect, though I reckon he's seen his fair share of struggles over the years, no matter how he tries to hide it. Think he ought to ask for help when he needs it. Fine by me. How personal are we talking? Yeah, figured you might. I want to say up front that I got nothing against you or your crew. Ain't one to judge the firearm by its plating. And so far, you ain't given me reason to doubt your character. But the Earth Directorate itself, it's got much to answer for. Right. They're the reason you had to stare down the gun barrel of someone you once called colleague. Seems they've done wrong by both of us. The Earth Directorate swore a promise to every colony out there. That if you plead for help, help will come. Maybe not immediately, but maybe sometime this decade. But that's all a heap of shit. You know how many of us in Tau Ceti tried to send messages? And when that didn't work, how we begged the stars for the Earth Directorate to save us? They never responded. Never showed up. Not when I was a child, certainly not by the time Auntie's choice came around. You ask me, you're selling folk a lie. I know that. I see you doing all you can to help folk. Look, I ain't holding you to account for the Earth Directorate's ills. No more than anyone would hold me to those of Auntie's choice. We're our own. No matter how often I'm hit in the face with that fact, with you, with Ethel, it's rather easy to forget at times. But talking through this reminds me. And I appreciate it, Commander. Fine by me. That must be Matriarch's Mercy. Sure think a lot of their royal family, don't they?
So close to the action.
We got bases down there. If one of them got hit, then that strike will be the first of many. Must be Matriarch's Mercy. Sure think a lot of their royal family, don't they? Fighting here in I don't even know how long. Bases down there. If one of them got hit, then that strike will be the first of many.
This is your 2061st reminder to keep all personal items with you at all times. The plan can wait. Our lines will not. Good subjects arrive 15 minutes early to avoid
This station must have really been something before the war made its home here. If things escalate, might never be something again.
Passengers, you are running 21,027.5 hours late for your tram. Please be mindful of your departure in the future.
Hey, easy with the fratricide.
Is it me, or has my ankle been squeaking? You can hear it too, right? Anyway. Need something, Commander? Sure. Always happy.
Real nervous about that explosion we saw when we landed, Commander. If this were deliberate, this whole place is liable to turn into a powder keg.
Looks like folks holed up here after the fighting started. Guess not everybody was eager to take sides.
Day 206. Morale? Low. Condition? Feeble. Voucher mech. Watching. Always watching. Many have left for Matriarch's mercy, seeking refuge with the Order. The fools. Can't they see the Order is no different from the Protectorate?
We got an appointment to keep at Matriarch's mercy. Let's just hope we don't get shelled too.
Fellow passengers. Further conduct violations may warrant notification of the Sentinels.
Try it, you doddering rattletrap. Such threats compel me no longer. I now answer to no one. I've seen through the lies of both sides. In time,
Please,
everyone
somebody
will.
help us, anybody, please! May be a sign of a more serious imbalance. Please see
Finally, some help. We desperately need aid. Desperately. My family and I, we was making our way to the mercy camp for us refugees. We were set upon. My wife, my son were in. I had to leave them just past this tunnel so as I could go for help. But being alone is even... Please, help us. Ain't nothing I can do for them, but you got weapon and medicines and can get us to the camp. Please. I don't... Vary, by my guess. She was bit on the thigh, high, like... Can see bone. She's screaming all the time when... Hurry, please. We must hurry or they'll be eaten. Or worse. No. You're not carings. We'll kill them. You've changed your mind. Thank the Void. They gonna die without help. Thank you.
Got troublemaker. Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
You want trouble? Trouble it is! Want to reload? There's my demon house!
Commander, you're bleeding!
There you go. Good as...
Draft is ready! And frankly,
They owed me 5 stems! Give it! Don't make it once more!
Another refugee? Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's Mercy unprocessed. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations. Oh, no, we can't allow that. You'd best go and see our welcome. Rule number 1, no crowding. I thought the name was Our seer predicted that a corner of the encampment is in terrible danger. Stay away from it, and, in all probability, you won't have to find out. Not at present, but according to our predictions, the creation of a third rule is likely, if not in our predictions spring. Only a fool ignores probability. Safety and probability are in. That's enough questions. You need anything.
I remember this place before the war. Functioning tramiculars. The peaceful silence of the canyons.
I can't recall the last time this region was silent.
Reminds me of Tau Ceti right after the merger.
The grand plan
Had to wait for my number to be called just to get rations at cost.
By the... Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help. I can tend to your injuries, provided you have the bits to compensate me for my time and skill. We're short on everything, I'm afraid, including generosity. My skills are freely given to the displaced refugees, the injured and outcast, tossed hither and thither by the No offense, but you do not suit the qualifications. So payment up front is appreciated. You see, the Seers are members of the Order who labor over the universal equation. Even in its unfinished state, the equation gives them the means to... Recently, I had a rare opportunity to ask the Seer for guidance. He told me that a dashing outsider would answer my prayers. I feared the prediction was a fluke, but here you are, a dashing outsider standing before me. Strictly speaking, it isn't. Not yet. But the math is very, very, very good at predicting what is probably most likely, extremely possible. Anyway, that is the Seer's business. My business is the health and welfare of this camp. Where to begin? There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's Mercy, and I have but 2 imperfect hands. I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the Seer predicted an outsider would find them. You also strike me as someone on the go. I need committed medical employees, not a freelancer. The Seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it, for my intervention could only throw probability into disarray. Now, take the datapad, with my thanks. How can I be of service? As a doctor, I'm appalled. We don't have enough beds or private quarters to separate people, so sickness is blazing an unhappy trail through the refugees. Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied with meds, but things will get worse. Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. It would be legal. Since you asked, you can run this medicine to Horst Lamping. Just don't shake the man's hand. He has a habit of coughing into his palm when he covers it at all. My supplies are running low, but then
You're right. The universe does not orient itself toward fairness. But it's my firm belief humanity can do better.
All evidence to the contrary.
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability?
If I may interject, High Scholar, don't you agree our time would be better utilized on more relevant...
Seer Wiley's right. The presiding... That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. Victor? Yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical...
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged data pack, and that may well be true. But our standard of proof within Victor's... Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it.
What business is it of yours?
Let's not be Obviously, Victor's work has some... Besides the highly caustic Serenium River and the Mantisaurs, we...
Fascinating. Your fear response must be suffering from some impairment. Likely the result of traumatic...
A generous offer, my friend, but I don't think the agent is interested in exploratory surgeries at the moment. Loath as I am to admit it, as my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation. No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Auntie's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our... I hate...
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate? Thank you for proving my thesis statement.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend. But moreover, one more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence. But if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace. I'm here. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you...
We need to help the folk at Opportunity, Commander. Void the Abbot. He's more concerned with exonerating his own than with making things right.
The paradigm is a self-centered derivative take on the grand plan. That's how little the Protectorate respects your...
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders and the Order defecting, there's no putting this sprat back into the can.
Cloister is looking pretty good right about now.
Wasteland, Fourth of Life? No, Arcadia is doomed.
Val says you turned her down for a massage.
Turns out Val's massage protocol doesn't have a setting between a light touch and a 50-kilometer-per-hour punch. Not exactly therapeutic. Felt a little bad telling that to her face, though.
Yeah, I've been on the receiving end of one of those massages, too. Honestly, you made the right choice.
Contrivance malfunction, laboratory mishap, and/or miscellaneous unspeakable danger.
Hello? Someone there? Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some? Zerania Manufactory 7, presently and for an indeterminate time, is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors. Wait, you have a writ? From the Abbot? But we don't have any means of... Oh.
Yes, right over here. So, the Abbot deigned to send someone whilst... Wait.
We want answers, not a fight. And if indeed there's any retribution to be had, it won't be by my hand. Tell him, Commander.
Till we ascertain the truth here, you'll understand. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the Abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I'll send word you're en route. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away. The recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We have no desire. One of our transport pods filled with Zeranium was diverted toward, or more specifically at, their location. Though functionally correct, I assure you. The transport pods are fired into space, where they are... To date, no one has ever misused them for this purpose, despite the explosive. And we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below, which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the manufactory operations. This facility has been an archetypically... Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not likely to allay anyone's suspicion. Both of them, I admit...
It evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to naught but tinges and flint.
Initiate Alpha, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast? I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something? I demand your unconditional surrender at...
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Took over. Things have been a mite haywire. I'm not clear to speak with random factors.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party. A low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. But I'm now realizing how little we actually know about her. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. But I haven't even told you the worst part. How Alva took control. The subsequent, albeit strangely indirect, obloquy and vituperation. The lives lost. Within a beat of us hearing of the attack, Alva seized command of the system and locked herself in the control center. She then forcefully repelled several attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already. Poor Jacobs lost a hand trying to pry free the outer doors. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence may be our only recourse. Fervent professements of innocence, mostly. You know, exactly what you'd expect a secret traitress to claim. Dramatic attestations that grew quite animated. I suppose spies must build up a flair for history. At any rate, I have work to do, and you have a saboteur to eliminate, yes? You'll forgive me if I politely defer. While I'd hardly depict this as a crisis, I do have a few irons in the fire. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she's no longer a problem.
Ought to keep moving, Commander. Ought to keep moving, Commander. Ought to keep moving, Commander.
Now, this is important. Would you describe the Barackman's collision?
Ought to keep moving, Commander.
We should keep moving, Commander.
Of course she's hiding something. You think those 2 exemplars are just tell you wrong? They're hardly prone to involuntary sin. Injury.
Oh, hello. A visitor. And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire? Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes?
like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who was that you brought with you? A friend. Ah, an Auntie's Choice grafted soldier. You poor dear. And someone else. Another Earth Directorate agent, I see. Seems sad.
Is she talking about me?
All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding. I expect few in the Order know of you, but, well, I've kept to a role here that is purposely not very taxing. Others prefer calculations in their spare time. I have my stories. Between launches, I enjoyed serials, two-bit dreadfuls, periodicals. I adore Zane and Buddy, even if they are considered contraband. And you decidedly share their upright bearing. For the longest time, I didn't realize your organization actually existed. But here you are, well-timed and, no doubt, eager to help. Yes, that was terrible. I feel awful. Though technically speaking, they did kill each other. I didn't mean that to happen. They came at me, weapons drawn. My own training just took over. You see, years ago, I attended an introductory course at the Physical Education Center. I earned top marks. Dear me, I wish I did, but actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The firing record should contain all relevant details regarding the launch. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you and open the path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of. Certainly. Appreciate your help. May the plan favor us against long odds.
Investigator?
This initiate can't. Ought to keep moving, Commander.
Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Auntie's being too dissuaded by them, though.
Our Earth Directorate friend. Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away. Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's Choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time.
The Factor is less accusatory in his questioning than certain others, which I respect. Good manners cost nothing, I always say.
Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here, and I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence I appreciate even your hesitant support. Now, I believe you had an update for Initiate Alva.
You've examined the launch records, yes? What did you find? I'd say they've obviously been altered, dear. Fancy that odor you detected, a sign of chemicals used to effect the falsification. Ah, but listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientist knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them. Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further avenues of inquiry. A uranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think? I expect the uranium leak stemmed from...
I can speak to the... All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting...
Part of me would like to tease you right now and say, you're not very good at cards, are you, dear? But if you're still on the fence about... All right.
I'll stay here and play from...
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Svoboda sure has it out for that initiate. Guess I would too if Alpha had killed a bunch of my colleagues.
Not helping my trust issues, Commander. Ought to keep moving, Commander.
Yes, suppose you'll do. I'd been hoping might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of uranium is up. Well, as a fellow, we developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little. Tremendous. Why this day may deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
You know, I imagine actual perpetrators becoming pretty nervous right about now. I mean, they must have believed their plan was flawless. But problems began to mount. Errors started to multiply.
Commander, watch your vitals!
Shit actually pissed me the fuck off. That shit. The way it is. Ooh. After that, doesn't it? Go back now.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Svoboda sure has it out for that initiative. Guess I would too if Alva had killed a bunch of my colleagues.
Yes, I've been what might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow.
I'm smart.
As a fellow student of science, you'll be especially interested in what I have to offer. We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite effectively. Shut off the gas, it's yours.
That's all good.
Tremendous. May deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
What does this thing even work, bro? No. Yeah, what? Somebody just pushed me off? Oh, good. I don't have to go
Had
up
plenty
there.
of managers like Svoboda back on Tau Ceti. Couldn't take responsibility for nothing.
Yes, might I entreat you to... We developed a pharmaceutical... May deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
Let's keep moving, hurry the fuck up. So I go on this part.
How are you still upright over there?
Crash the fuck out.
Svoboda sure has it out for that initiative. Guess I would too if Alva had killed a bunch of my colleagues.
About to crash out. Because I have a shield, it's just like... I don't know how the fuck to work this shit.
Yes, might I entreat you to act in such... We developed a pharmaceutical... May deliberate endeavors beget expected
I'm gonna
results.
save when I get up there. I'm tired of coming all the way back to her and this shit. Hold up. I wanna get in that shit, right? Save real quick. Good. So press that and I'm going. Oh shit, I made that, oh my god. Again? No, I'm saving. No. I know if I don't do that, I'm gonna go right back. Shit, use the lucky guess. Alright, so all the shit is gone now. What is down there? Oh shit, I almost fucking fell. Dig down.
Gotta keep moving, Commander.
I'll take that shit. Back. That's it.
Ah, you're back. I see my choice in you was well found. Uranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state. And my internal levels of disquiet with the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries. Now that you mention it, yes. I recall I was worried about one crisis, and my mind was... I must admit, I haven't given the attack a single thought since. Not much. Keeps to herself mostly. Or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast from here. You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware higher levels of cortisol can impede the encoding of memory.
How the fuck do you not know shit?
I am... This card will allow you into our humble little research lab. It's right past up. The pharmaceutical primer I mentioned is... Yes, I have had my fill of stochastic uncertainty today.
Ain't nobody knows shit.
Spectre's been in there a while now.
That's
been here for how many years?
Always account for standard deviation.
Door better be open, bro. I can go another way? Oh, yeah, I can.
You'd think if she were responsible for the attack, she'd have happily thrown it in my face.
Probably is responsible for the attack. He's a little bit too nice. What the fuck is that? There's one thing. I can't stand this fucking spider. Can I take some that shit?
Let me know when you need a
Oh, I
distraction.
can. This shit got fucking crystals? This shit got crystals on it, bro? That is too fucking awesome. Man, fuck this. That's a high. Damn spider. Oh, she's gonna be fun. Help you. Yeah.
Over here.
What you said over here?
Gotta keep moving, Commander.
Yeah. I think I might have to unlock more of my engineering.
Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a
lowly archivist, can provide you, a heroic individual who is... Of course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely.
Central processing if I wanted to recruit a launch coordinate. I'll do it here. Yeah.
Strange question, but yes, all commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel in the back of the room, actually. Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Not sure which ones. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing or were in a rush, or both. I was in my cot doing advanced equations. After the explosion occurred, I rushed here to check my terminal. The door was creaky to open. I should have known it would lodge in place when it closed, but I was distracted by the disheveled state of the room and rushed inside.
What do you know about her?
Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Wish I had time to watch serials and read all day. Well, that's about everything I know about everything. Let you be on your way. Careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured.
No shit. In fact, I put nothing for observation, and I really need that shit at this point. I feel like I should have stayed back and upgraded a few more before I did, but it would have took longer for me to get to the other fucking places in this story. What the? They do so much damage. Oh my god. These freaking things have like crystals. And these are definitely fucking spiders. They couldn't try anything original, making something new instead of, oh, let's put spiders with crystals on them. That'll sure be a cool ass thing. That'd be definitely a cool ass thing. People would love that. Like, bro, you know, something different. That shit's been done before multiple times. I'm not hating, I'm just saying. Shit, I even seen it in movies. I love Outerworlds though. So be up there? No? Oh, I guess I am. Okay, I'm not fucking fall from this shit, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna try it. Fuck! I panicked and it put me back to the screen. It's all good, it's all good. It's all good. I don't know what the fuck I just clicked, but whatever. I have to go back up there? Just nothing else. I got everything right. Like, unless it really restarted me, so like I have to talk to Feud again. What am I doing?
May all your theories prove true.
Oh yeah, I have to check this thing. I gotta check the thing. Go closer. I hate these damn fucking spiders, bro.
Let me know when you need a stretch. I'm the one you need to worry about. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Alright. My God. No, you wasn't even helping, bro. Do some shit, bro. I know you're an engineer, but do something. Damn. Second. Scrubbing media. Not bad, actually. I'll take that. I guess I'll take this shit. Give me that too. Was that it? I just wasted this shit for nothing.
Oh, hello, dear. Why, we were just talking.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcomes, and such and the like.
You know how the Order is, always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
I feel like you caused the attack, bro. Or it might be the other dude that's right here.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take, except perhaps to throw blame elsewhere.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. And yes, why would I reroute coordinate commands away from here? I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party. So I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you, dears, to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Her possible involvement notwithstanding, Constance Svoboda is an Order Proctor, and I cannot abide her cold-blooded murder. Especially by someone we clearly know so little about. You are far more capable than some back manufactory button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint.
That's a really good ass name. I think I can hold you.
I arrived decades ago to lie low after a difficult assignment. More than that, I have nothing to speak on at present.
The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid. Perhaps you shouldn't. My earlier endeavors were often disconcerting. But the truth remains. Whatever is happening here, I'm not involved.
But you are who you are, and are standing right, and have been here for years. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda.
Enough lies. I'm not buying any of this, man. Oh my god, bro. I would deadass say that, but I'll probably just save and see the other choices later. But for now, I'm just gonna...
I cannot be party to this, but neither shall I stand in your way.
Why? Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here.
Damn, really?
Not that I was relishing the idea, but you provided other options. Svoboda has much to answer for. Let's go see that she does.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it?
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to confess everything before you die.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her vast misdeeds so readily apparent.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
Right. I really have no idea who's to blame here. Seems pretty handy. But Marshall seems pretty handy. I'm not sure. Sorry. Yeah, she doesn't talk to her.
You can't possibly believe this balderdash. This is all nothing more than a flagrant example of artifice and bunco. An elaborate song and dance from an admitted imposter.
Enough, traitor. You made your play. You lost. No more deception. No more lies. Time to pay what is due.
No, wait,
Damn!
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful business.
Singer.
What a nice and thoughtful thing to say, dear. Best search her office. Someone clearly was pulling her strings.
It would have been nice to perform that search before there was a corpse in the room, but pickers and choosers.
Real shit. Pretty cool though, girl. Let's see what we got in here. Yeah, I'm never reading all that shit. I'm never reading that much. I'm telling you right now.
Spot to hide something. We
I
should
ain't got
take a
time for
look.
none of that shit. I'll steal her shit though. What she got on her? She give me all that shit though. Some good ass shit on her. Bro.
Lovely day for differential geometry.
Yeah. The fact that they're
keep moving, Commander.
just standing right there and we just killed her. Let me close the door. Close the door.
Yeah.
I guess we're leaving.
Space used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see. Another terminal. Go ahead. You should have the honors.
Let's see this shit.
The Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme. Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here.
Yeah.
I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I could use help from an operator like you. Believe my specific skills could benefit your efforts as well. I'd propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What do you say?
Let's help someone like you with this to finish business. How could I say no? Depends what it involves. No, you're too dangerous to have around. Sorry. I'm dangerous my damn self, so is Niall and my other character. Shit. Come on, girl.
Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it?
You should have. No, Niles, get your ass back to this shit. Your black ass back to this
Sure,
shit.
I could use a few ticks off my feet. Leg has been aching a bit. But hey, you need me, you know where to find me. And don't let that one stray outside your peripherals, if you take my meaning.
Excellent. Well then, I am quite ready to leave this place. So, Abbott Newell sent you to my manufactory to lower tensions with Auntie's Choice, I take it. Have you tried talking with them directly? Well, sometimes that level of directness is required. I'm not advocating that in this situation, however. The Order has been made out to be in the wrong here. It would be a shame for hostilities to reignite before we find out who's responsible.
I will talk more on the damn shit. It's not anyways. That's cool. Let me make sure I got all that shit from out the room, though. This fucking game loves to be doing shit.
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here.
See that
I
again.
recognize you've done right by us here today, and I appreciate your efforts.
Yeah, no problem. Let's go.
Yeah.
I think that's enough. Okay. Thanks for watching the video, y'all. I will be back on later and all that shit. I'm too damn tired for all this crap.